A standalone Hulk movie still isn't happening, but Hulk has been spotted on the set of the new Spider-Man, and for a moment alongside Sadie Sink of all people. Fans are already building theories about her role based on the pants peeking out from under her coat. Meanwhile, Shang-Chi 2 is officially moving forward, and much sooner than expected. And from the Doomsday set came another routine batch of leaks and cast interviews. Smells like news, doesn't it? So make sure you've got some snacks nearby. Enjoy the video, and let's not waste time. News mixed, so we'll start with the unpleasant part. According to Mark Ruffalo, all whispers about a World War Hulk movie are nothing more than rumors. In an interview with GQ, Ruffalo said plainly, Marvel has zero plans for a Hulk solo film. He explained that Universal still owns the distribution rights, and making a deal is extremely difficult. But what's even worse, he says he and Kevin Feige occasionally discuss possible ideas for a solo project, and none of them have stuck. Ruffalo points out that the last two Hulk movies flopped, and it's unrealistic to expect Marvel to gamble again. Though, he adds, if someone writes a really good script, he's in. But the truth is, Hulk's situation is just a small-scale version of Marvel's larger problem. We've said it repeatedly, releasing Secret Wars in such a rushed, single-film format completely kills one of Marvel's biggest titles. Secret Wars should be a trilogy where every movie earns billions, and instead they're speeding through it. Same with Hulk. His storylines come with built-in hype, but Planet Hulk was partly used as joke material in Ragnarok. World War Hulk got cannibalized in Age of Ultron. His romantic arc was ruined back in 2008, so almost all major Hulk headlines are already spent, and there's barely anything left for a meaningful solo. And the core issue, the rights remain with Universal, meaning Ruffalo won't get a standalone movie. The only good news is that he's not leaving the role anytime soon, and apparently he already appeared on the set of Spider-Man, or someone very similar to him. An older man in rough shape is lying on a medical gurney. If it is Ruffalo, then judging by the lack of CGI markers, Bruce is back in human form, meaning Smart Hulk is gone again. For those who skipped She-Hulk, this might be news, though the concept already showed up there. Marvel officially explained that Bruce grew tired of being Smart Hulk, and the pain in his arm after the Infinity Gauntlet snap became unbearable. So Banner created an inhibitor that completely blocks their fusion. In other words, he locked Hulk inside his mind and threw away the key. Then later dismantled it and became Smart Hulk again. Don't ask why, it's the multiverse saga at its finest. The scripts became such a mess that Marvel itself barely knows what state Bruce is in right now. But toy leaks are consistent. Kevin Feige wants to show a feral, uncontrollable Hulk in the next Spider-Man, with an unexpected alliance between Spider-Man and the Punisher, fighting against him. Is this logical, after Bruce spent 5 years mastering control post-Infinity War? Definitely not. Is it normal to undo all of Hulk's character development back to an Age of Ultron-style rage monster? Also no. But Marvel has written themselves into such knots that restarting with a wild Hulk really might be the easiest way out. And story-wise, it's easy to justify. Hulk could simply be furious that Bruce created inhibitors designed to suppress him.
And the story continues in the same style. Alongside Ruffalo, Sadie Sink was also spotted on set. And of course, internet detectives immediately tried to figure out her character just by the pants sticking out from under her coat and her hairstyle. Considering her long red hair, Sadie is definitely not playing Gwen-type characters. All Spider-Gwen variants from alternate universes can be ruled out as well. Meanwhile, the combo of camouflage pants and old rumors made fans suspect someone else, Rachel Cole. She's a former US soldier with combat experience in Afghanistan whose wedding was massacred by criminals. After that, Rachel became a mini Punisher and eventually his right hand. In the comics, she also had red hair and a military-style wardrobe. So based on those leaked photos, fans quickly pegged Sadie Sink as Rachel Cole. But a funny twist happened. The khaki pants turned out to be Sadie's own clothing, the outfit she arrived in. Later, she changed into completely regular trousers for filming. So the Rachel Cole theory collapsed and new options took the stage. The most obvious one is the canonical Mary Jane, possibly with a bit of the detective angle from modern comics, but she could just as well be any of Peter's college friends. Or even Kitty Pryde, why not? And honestly, early rumors about gender-swapped Osborns might still prove true, and Sadie could be playing a future Green Goblin. There are tons of possibilities. Share yours in the comments. Meanwhile, moving to Doomsday, Captain Marvel 2 director Ned DaCosta revealed that a couple of weeks ago, she visited the Doomsday set at Kevin Feige's invitation to help with certain scenes. Since the film picks up right where the post-credit scene of The Marvels ended, it's clear what she helped with. And considering the quality of The Marvels, it's surprising they still brought her in for continuity. But that's a solid win for the Russo brothers, because Marvel lately tends to pretend their failed projects don't exist. While mistakes should be acknowledged and fixed, otherwise we lose promising heroes like the Eternals after one misstep. it's starting to feel like DC with their endless reboots. Take Shang-Chi, for example. Despite underperforming at the box office, the project wasn't scrapped. Though it looked like it, original director Destin Cretton went off to work on Spider-Man 4 and signed on to adapt Naruto. But fans finally got good news. Simu Liu confirmed that before leaving, Cretton made huge progress on Shang-Chi 2. According to Simu, fans won't have to wait long. The movie is very much alive. Marvel is simply waiting for the right timing. Most likely, this means Shang-Chi will survive the soft reboot after Secret Wars and get his sequel in the New Mutant Saga, just like Nova. Poor guy has been trying to reach screens since 2014. In 2024, Marvel officially announced the development of his series and then silence for a year. But Doctor Strange 2 and Loki writer Michael Waldron said the project absolutely must happen and even suggested an actor for Richard Rider, Glenn Powell, whose career is exploding right now. Waldron is currently working with him on Chad Powers, and in Hollywood, nobody throws out names like that for fun. Powell is very appealing to Feige.
And who knows, perhaps the addition of an actor of such caliber could change the entire film. Especially since rumors suggest Anna Gillis was the main villain in the latest version of the script. And Marvel, incidentally, even tried to lure Henry Cavill to the role. Against this backdrop, the studio's interest in the former Superman has resurfaced online, especially amid talk of chaos at DC, where, as is well known, reboots are staged at every opportunity. To prevent Cavill from being whisked away to DC again, Marvel could get ahead of the game and secure him a major role. After all, it's not just Marvel circling Gunn like vultures over a wounded lion. Suddenly, Zack Snyder began posting previously unseen photos of Cavill and then of Stroke as well, officially in celebration of his debut on forbidden social media. Unofficially, it's hard to believe that Snyder is completely randomly releasing new footage of his universe just when Gunn is in trouble. A seasoned fisherman, Snyder is clearly throwing a line to the future owners of WB, which is currently being actively sold. Especially considering that Paramount is being named as the leading contender, having recently brought Michael Bay back to the Transformers franchise, for example. The hint goes without saying. But if you sleep for 100 years and wake up, you can be sure that the endless fuss and furniture moving are still going on at DC. And while you're at it, you can check to see if Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4 has finally been released, because the rumors are currently at their darkest. At least Doomsday doesn't mention the Guardians at all. If Peter Quill even appears in the leaks, the team as a whole seems forgotten. Rumor has it that Marvel has simply put everything Guardians related on hold, waiting for the new James Gunn. They allegedly don't want to force a revamped Team Rocket into the crossover specifically, so the future director has to start from scratch, without the benefit of the character's existing chemistry. As a result, Guardians 4 is already a film for the Mutant Saga, and the director search will have to include unconventional candidates, from Sean Levy to David Leitch. The only question is whether, like with Black Widow, it will be too late, and whether the new Guardians will become an unnecessary appendage rather than an event. So far, everything points to this dire scenario, as there's unlikely to be room for them in the studio's schedule until 2030. But there is a silver lining. According to recent leaks, despite the rushed preparations for Secret Wars, Marvel wants to make the film as unique as possible and bring back virtually every actor from the superhero franchise. That is, show everyone who has ever played a significant character. Even if it's just a few seconds, it's more important that the studio wants to make the film historic. It's not a given that everyone will agree or that everyone will be able to appear, but for Guardians fans, this is good news. At least they'll get a glimpse, even if it's just a few frames. What do you think? Should we reboot the team right now and write them into Doomsday? Or is Marvel doing the right thing by waiting for a director worthy of the project? And how do you like Zack Snyder's guerrilla war against Gunn? Let me know below, and that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. See you at the next leak.